Right, hey everyone, welcome back to some more Dungeon 2 speedrun routing, right? So we're working on an all bosses speedrun. So we finished off Dimension 5 and the question is, what exactly do we want to do and why is the volume still so loud? You know what it is? Because I have not... About there? About there. A little bit less. Because I keep quitting out, so it never updates, right? So that should hopefully update it. But we need to talk to the wizard, grab the portal. We don't actually want to turn in the quest. No, do we want to turn the quest? Yeah, no. What quest am I thinking of? Don't you get essence for beating the Dark Lord? Dark Lord? It's not that dimension, is it? No, it's not. Alright, sorry, I'm a little bit lost. I'm pretty sure we have unlocked everything we need to unlock. We got the chef to Dino Egg level, so level 9. So it is just about clearing the game at this point. So the question is, what do I want to buy? I think the only upgrade's worth going after the bag resourcefulness, right? Because that way we can keep supplies for actually using the chef and using Dino Egg. But we don't want to spend the essence just yet. We'll grab this stuff anyway, right? We have a ruby to turn in our quest for the power forge, it's fine. Don't think any of this really matters, but we'll do it anyway since we have the items for it. Some silver, and we'll grab the essence from the spare change. Yeah, so not too much we can do with the 32k left. I'm just going to finish upgrading the tavern, I think. And we are good to go. So, everything should be fairly straightforward here on out, right? It's the same sort of blueprint for every dimension. Basically, use the mystics for as long as possible, swap to the dark mages for as long as possible, and then have the chef basically just burn down the boss with dino eggs, right? And that should be everything we need going forward. Question is, what relics do we focus on, right? And is there any way to sort of speed it up, right? So we have the attack relic, we have the HP relic. I think we just continue dumping into the attack relic. I don't think we need more NP. I don't think there's anything we really need else. Yeah, so I'll just continue bumping attack, right? We talk to the wizard. He'll give us a quest, or at least tell us about the laydown, right? The ruby one is actually fairly decent because we can use the battle credits to grind out a decent amount of gold. But with our 1k, we can hire ourselves some mystics, right? Grab a full comp of junkies, and they can still, they should be quick enough to go for a little while, right? So I guess we just let them play out till I have enough gold, probably enough to buy the thief as well, right? So then we can skip straight to mystic and thief. Anyway, I'm gonna let them run for a little bit. Okay, so our damage has started to drop off, right? We can't one-hit every enemy unless it's a back attack, so I think we'll do this boss. We have 3.5k, which we'd hope is enough to hire... Ooh, go through the dialogue first. Although I think it'll repeat it anyway. It'll be enough to hire the mystics, but maybe not enough to then hire the thieves as well. So, well, unlock the thief as well. Otherwise, that would be the goal, right? So basically, unlock mystics, hire jockeys. Unlock thief, hire mystics, and then vice versa. 6, good. Oh, new quest. See what this is. Not anything useful, although you could sell them, I guess. But it looks like we won't be able to hire the mystics as well. Well, unless we get 3, 1, 2, oh, just enough. Sorry, unlock the thief as well. I said mystic, didn't I? Alright, beautiful. So now that we have the mystics, it's just rinse and repeat, right? So we can continue from 80. Although getting the thief is kind of a speed boost and an item boost, so maybe I quit out earlier. Either way, I'm going to let it run again for a little bit. Okay, this will probably do, right? We have enough gold to hire the thieves, it'll be speed increase, it'll be an item increase. So yeah, maybe it's go a little bit further with the junkies, even if it's going to take us 2 hits to clear, just so that we do have enough gold to hire the mystics and thief, right? Because then I can leave it running for a lot longer. I think that'll be the go, right? Alright, enter the world. Right, and now it's just mystic. We should have plenty of gold to mess about with resetting the tavern, right? It doesn't get too costly anyway. Beautiful. And then we just leave it to run. Also, kind of tempted to continue upgrading the gold relic, right? Because then that speeds along, you know, how quickly we can get to the dark mages, since the dark mages will end up being a lot quicker for us overall. Either way, back to just letting it run for a little bit. Okay, so that is the 25k to unlock the dark mages. But then we also need the gold to hire them, so I think we go another 10 floors. Right, our damage hasn't dropped off too much, and we're not dying yet either. So overall, it seems like we're going through this fairly quickly, right? It's only been 6 minutes for 100 floors. We're still only halfway. The Dark Mages should be somewhat of a speed increase, right? We just have to get to 600. Overall, it feels like speedrun won't be too long, after all, right? Yeah, it's just bottom line, right? So if we can increase our overall damage, which I guess is just the attack relic, there's nothing really else to it. So there'll still be some RNG, right? Because again, if you get a Skull Blade, you get any of the drops that speed up the bosses or anything, will be a lot easier, right, to progress through X dimension. There we go. That should be enough gold to hire the Dark Mages as well. Fingers crossed. Kind of be annoyed if it's not. But 5 Dark Mages, 1 Thief, and then I do have to start quitting out more often, which is a little bit annoying. Wizard has something for us? What do you have? Better clear X floors. Sodas, Dark Mages, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. You were an accident. 5, and a Thief. Beautiful. And the fact that they have the 2 slots is also nice. You know why? I felt like I got more than 1 lucky clover. Doesn't really matter, I guess, then. Yeah, so I think it's just save all the essence to the attack relic. Although keys is also tempting, right? Going down the RNG route, keys is definitely something we could do. Otherwise, MP-wise... See, this is the only annoyance, right? So now with the Dark Mages... I think we can only do like 30 floors at a time. I should check the Mystic level, because they might be enough to recharge. Which is something to think about. Either way, once again, let it go for a bit. Yeah, so it's about 30 floors, although if I push it, we should be able to go 10 more floors just through attacking. Right? The only other thing is at some point we do want to swap the script back to use the cast on the 2 enemy rooms. God, what's the ratio? Each is hitting... If your damage... Okay. If your attack damage is double the cast damage, then it's better to just attack on the 2 enemy rooms, right? And then triple on the 3 and 4 on the 4 enemy rooms. I think that's how the math works out. Either way, we did get to 270. And although this saves us in-game time, every quit out is still a fair amount of real game time. IRL time, right? So the question is, again, I don't know what metric the run will actually be graded in, right? I think it'll be in-game time, right? Because the whole idea is anyone who wants to compete will also most likely use the quit out strategies, and if you're not quitting out, the time it would take is just unfathomable. So yeah, every quit out will unfortunately still cost us time. We could continue upgrading the MP relic. It's not a huge increase. Mystics are at 26, so they do have recharge. So I could take 1 with recharge. And at least I can go a lot further. It'd still be slower, though. For the sake of speed, you wouldn't. You would never want to use recharge. So I guess, yeah. No, I guess I'm just rinse and repeating and quitting out once they run out of MP. Fun times. Anyway. I think that's everything for the dimension that comes to mind, right? So I'll come back when we unlock the chef, I guess. Alright, first hiccup. I no longer have enough damage for the script, so this has to go back to 1, which is fine. I would like to set up in future, so if you're using Noxin with the Dark Mages, right, you should always use it on the 2 enemy rooms, right? It's just because Torment as the Mystics is super slow, that we don't want to use on the 2 enemy rooms. So yeah, I'll have to, at the very end of this, I'll write out the proper script that we want, right? The final version, that way I can make it from scratch every time. We don't quite have enough gold either for the chef, unfortunately, so just higher, and we will have to cut the thief soon as well, because I think our damage is starting to drop off. It's a little bit bad, but we'll see. You should still be able to clear in 5 casts. We'll just check against the 2 enemy room, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm still in 4 for now. Oh, as long as we get the poison tick, though. Okay, so another slight problem. We don't quite have the damage, right? We just have the damage for mini-bosses and bosses, but the bosses are going to start wrecking us. This is why you really want a Skull Blade, so that you have damage. Oh, no, it wasn't. Actually, that does kind of help. No, it's weaker. Magic damage doesn't mind. But yeah, so we won't exactly have the damage to KO this guy, right? Which means we're starting to take damage, which also means I can't clear as far. Also, sorry, I forgot the camera's too high. I moved it back because I was recording some other stuff. Anyway, I'm just gonna let it go and I guess forcefully repeat any floors, but it might come down just to clearing in 10 floor segments, which will be kind of slow. Well, several annoying quit outs later, we are finally up to the boss. So I can grab the chef, right, hire the chef, and the chef should still be set up beautifully. Doesn't need armor, he has dino eggs, that's fine, right? And then we can go dark mage, dark mage, dark mage. Now I'm gonna stick with a thief. Why not? Well, actually no, Mystic's probably better at this point. Yeah. Oh, we did get Skullblade too. Wow, that changes things slightly, right? Skullblade for you, and I guess the Ozian armor for you, because it's slightly more damage. I don't have to worry about equipment too much. Alright, but we have Dino Egg, that's our main source of damage. We do have 450 ingredients, so that's a decent amount, but I believe we have... turn off apples and caramel, right? I think that is worth farming for. Turn off apples, caramel, and blueberry. Apples, caramel, and blueberry. Turn off that, and turn off that, right? Because this is 100 essence, right? Which is a decent chunk. Yeah, so I think we might farm up blueberries afterwards. Either way, we can get, or we should be able to get, the boss done, right? So we have a nice amount of AoE damage, and we should have more than enough resources to get to the boss. And the Ozian armor is actually quite nice, because using the thief, right, we can still run a thief with the Ozian armor. But we'll come back once we actually get to the boss. Okay, Dark Lady time, who is by far the easiest, right, because she only attacks the left side until your party members are cleared. So, because we have the chef, we won't ever lose this fight, so it is by far the easiest. You still want the chef. I could have probably turned the ingredients fully off, right, and just done this manually, but it'll still be kind of quick with the chef, since he is doing a decent chunk of damage each time. Significantly more than any of the other ones, though we don't have to worry too much about deploying the poison or the burn, because, yeah, the chef will just finish her off. 28, so this should be the last round. And done. Beautiful. Cool, so that is the dimension down. I think I'm going to farm up a blueberry, right, just so we can turn in that quest. And there we go, one blueberry later, right? We should have everything to turn the quest, get our free 100 essence, and move on to dimension 7. So if we continue at the same pace, which is about an hour each dimension left, we'll be at around the 8-hour mark, so that will make me happy. Turn in natural ingredients, beautiful. Now 152k. Continue just buy bags of resourcefulness, I think we might as well unlock because we can. And then upgrade-wise, just finish off the tables, and that'll do it, right? I don't think there's anything else we can grab. We'll wait till we get the next relic, and we might as well do the next dimension. It's basically rinse and repeat, right? I don't think anything changes. We'll grab our relic, which is going to be... What do we have? We have crit damage, no, we have essence fight, and we have regeneration. Regeneration, I think, is actually probably the most useful, right? Try and prolong some of the later floors. Essence find, it's tempting, but I don't think it will ever work out in our favor. So I'm going to go with regeneration. Not too sure about the last half of the relics, right? Once we get everything we've got, that's pretty much all you need. But I will, as per usual, grind out to the boss, right? So again, we unlock Mystics, hire some Soda Junkies. This time I'll probably go to 4k and unlock the Thief and the Mystic together. In terms of levels, I'm going to get this to like 10, I think, right? 10 HP seems decent, and then we'll just save and then continue to upgrade the attack relic. I think that's a decent call. Yeah, alright. Time to grind out 4k. Okay, so to go all the way to 90, well, 100, right, to the first janitor, which is beautiful. We have plenty of gold to hire the Thieves and the Mystic, and then we just run them until we get enough gold to hire the Dark Mages. Oh, and that is a fantastic pickup straight away, right? So we do have a Skullblade for the Mystics that should make doing all the bosses significantly easier. Again, the Skullblade just does so much damage. And overall, doing things this way, right, means that we should end up with more gold, because we should always hit the chest gold from bosses. So we should be able to unlock the Dark Mages earlier as well. So overall, it is better to go that little bit extra with the Thieves. The Skullblade, I think I'll put in the back, right, because I won't need it starting off. Although we should have more than enough regen to always use it. Yeah, no, we'll leave it be. 67, so we can upgrade the attack relic again. What is your quest? Build the arena, do the arena. Not anything useful, not anything useful. Right, but we should be fine to go through this fairly quickly now, right? Because it will increase our normal damage as well. 3 points, that's decent enough. Well, plus this one has the, was it Power Glove, right? So that's why their damage is so high as well. But the fact that we can one-shot most bosses and mini-bosses for a fair while now is going to be fairly decent. So yeah, I'll let this go till we get enough gold for the Dark Mages. Right, so we have enough gold to unlock the Dark Mages, beautiful. And we basically want to go Mystic for the Skull Blade, and then a full party of Dark Mages. Well, not full party. Almost full party, and then a Thief, so that we can summon up the chest, right? And Skullblade can go on the back, so that we cast Noxon first and foremost. I should spread out the magic ring, right? Because that'll help out. Yeah, beautiful, right? Back to grind. Okay, so we're finally at the last set of 10 floors. Well, as once we finish this boss, but we should be fine. Basically, I just end up repeat hiring Dark Mages, and then doing as many floors as possible, and just using the quit out strategy. It ended up being quicker than trying to juggle Mystic and Thief, and I did try throwing in Recharge, I don't know. Recharge would just be ease of speedrun, but for overall speed, it's definitely better just to hire the Dark Mages and rinse and repeat. But, just like before, we can unlock the Chef, hire the Chef, and then just hire, a bunch of Dark Mages, and hopefully the boss should be somewhat easy, right? Our damage is kind of a little low, but we'll see, right? We still have plenty of food, 347. In fact, I could turn the blueberries and whatnot back on, but yeah, I think we're fine. I'm tempted to maybe upgrade HP. Either way, what we can do is exit, and that'll basically save the comp if we do have to quit out because we can't get the boss done. If I remember correctly, it's the dialed up boss, right? Which is just complete RNG, depending on what it rolls. It can either one-shot you or do very little damage, but yeah. We'll see how the boss goes. Okay, nice warp, so hopefully we can first try this. God, if we do the math, the Dino Eggs are doing 25% of their current HP every time, so quarter, until, you know, dies. So what would that be? 75, oh god, what's a quarter of 75? 20 something? Right? And that's how much it's losing each time, so then go like 50, go 12, so 45, 30. Never mind. Don't worry about trying to work it out. It's done. So yeah, Dino Egg should make all the bosses kind of easy. God. Actually, the last three, they do have kind of insane damage. Vacation Lord, we should be able to just deal with the Gruel first, though. The Good Lord, bit more questionable, and then the final boss. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, I think that's probably good enough to leave, though. Oh, actually, I want to see what that quest was. That was for Essence. I think it's another cache for Essence, isn't it? No, Rusted Keys. So that would be a fantastic quest to get done. Unfortunately, we don't have the Rusted Keys, and even if we upgrade the Bag of Resourcefulness, which we can't, we wouldn't keep many Rusty Keys. So I guess that one's just complete RNG. In terms of upgrading the Tavern, yes, it's going after the gold, just so we can start with the Thief and Mystic. But I think that's a decent stopping point, right? So we did 2 dimensions this time, and we did do them in under 2 hours in total. So yeah, 2 hours left to clear 3 more. It'll definitely be under 10 hours. I don't know if we can get under 8 hours. But still, it'll be very quick in comparison to a normal playthrough, right? But hope you enjoyed. Leave it there today. See ya.